Hello, and glad to have you here. Today, we're going to talk about comparison. What do you think about comparison, especially when you're building your business or even in your everyday life? But I encountered it more so, I think, and I was more aware eventually when I started building my business. And I just started having some issues. Anybody else have some of those issues? Just think about it. And while you're thinking about it and while you're hopping on, just let me know where you're coming in from, or just say hi so I can give you a shout out, whether you're catching this on the live or whether you're catching this on the replay. Um, this information for me was and is still life changing. I had no idea that I had such such a an ability to look at what others did and then to tell myself, oh, well, I'm not doing that. Something must be wrong with me. Have you ever done that before? I mean, it just it doesn't make sense when you think about it, but in the beginning when it's happening and you're not aware, that's where I was. And I have 3 points for you just because I just want you to be more aware and to not do this to yourself. And one of the things that I have is I found this quote as I was doing my research by Eleanor Roosevelt, and she calls comparison the thief of joy. And so as I was, going through that, I mean, it's like a whole page full of, you know, comparison being the thief of joy, comparison making you feel like bad about yourself. So I'm going to keep to my notes so that I won't go off on a tangent. And before I start into my notes, I want to make sure to introduce myself to those that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting. So, my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to come online, use the social media, and to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing philosophy. I use lead generation, as well as I talk a lot about video, live video, micro video, which are the little things that come from TikTok and the reels from Instagram. It's just so different and compared to what I was used to with just the regular lives because I started doing lives and I love doing lives. I got to where I was only doing lives. And then it was impressed on me, and I know a side note, that everybody doesn't consume information the same way. So I need to, be able to do what it is I need to do so that everybody can enjoy whatever information that is that I'm sharing that might be helpful to them. So I have to be able to post and write, copy, write, the words on, the screen or on my and my copy. And I'm going in circles. I need to be able to write things out so that people that like to read can read them. I need to be able to do live video so that people that love live video can watch it. And, I just need to be flexible in how I present my information. So I just want to go from there, but let me come back to where I should be. So anyway, as I was saying, what it is that I do, I also use updated, modern, and the word's gone. It'll come back later. But anyway, I want to make sure trending things, the new things, the stuff that's out there for us that's changing because things are not the same as they used to be when I started out building my business and I was offline. So let me get back to comparison and it being the thief of joy. And when I was doing my research, I mean, it just kinda clarified for me some of the things that I have known, learned, and grown from. And, drop in the chat what you think. Have you been comparing yourself? Have you been, as you look back, doing it and was totally unaware of it? Because for me, it did make me feel like I wasn't good enough. It did make me feel like I was lacking because I saw people that came into, and this is especially, I'm not as much aware of what I was thinking when I was offline, but I know I saw people, that were progressing and doing well. And though I wished them well, I thought, okay, I must not be doing something right, or this just isn't for me. And so, being a registered nurse and doing that as a sideline, I just decided to go back and work more overtime, wherever I could get it and that kind of thing, and, where I worked at. So I wouldn't let it like sit. It wouldn't have that time. But when you are not, like for me, when I'm not doing nursing anymore and I'm building my business, and I decided to join this awesome company that's a mentorship and education company to help me to learn how to do the things that I had never done before in business. I had no marketing experience, I had no business experience. So when I came in, there were people that were at all different levels, and this is the second part, or second, just one of the three, because there are people that come in that have a lot of business knowledge, but they needed to learn, a different way of doing business because they didn't like the way that they were doing business, the way they were building their business. They wanted to be, to be able to find something that was going to suit them, that was going to suit those people that they wanted to reach, those people that they wanted to serve. So, not knowing where everybody's knowledge base was, not knowing what experience everyone had, I thought, I don't know what I thought. How could I think that everybody would be like me? But maybe, I don't know, maybe that's what I thought, but it was not correct because there were so many people that had a lot of tech experience, had technology experience, that had a lot of business experience, that had been salesmen and saleswomen from back in the day, the way they do things. So they had a mind for what they were learning, and they excelled in it. Whereas I came from nursing and I had none of that background, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that people were coming in with all levels of experience. You would think I would think about that, but maybe, I just was trying to learn and I was getting frustrated because I felt like I just wasn't moving. And someone actually sent me a post, and they told me, don't worry about everyone else. Think about what it is that you're doing, what you're learning, focus on that, and run your own race. And ever since I got that text, and that was, or that post, and it's been at least maybe 3 or more years ago. And that helped me so much. Then I put on what I call my blinders. This is the third point. I put on blinders and just focused on what it was that I was doing. And if I could ask somebody, of course, in our organization, we're able to, we have communities, and you can ask each other for help, and we help each other out and lift each other up and cheer each other on. So I was able to then, you know, put my blinders on, but when I couldn't find the answer myself, then there were mentors and leaders and other community members that were there like me, trying to learn a better way to build our business and to be able to do it in a way that we felt good about. So those are the basic 3 points that I wanted to share with you. And I also wanted to share really quick. I'm looking at the time. I wanted to share some of the things that I did, as well as I found in my research, and it's just a short couple of 3 things that you can do to help yourself to get out of that comparitis, is what I call it, because comparitis, it really makes you feel bad about yourself. So if you were to use certain measures to stop yourself from comparing yourself, and it's not going to go away overnight. So but if you start doing things that are going to help you to be more positive about you and where you are, and knowing that somebody else's path is not going to be the same as yours, your path is not going to be the same as somebody else's. We all start at different points and at different levels and different knowledge bases. If it was nursing, I'd whip it up and tie it in a bow and I'd be all done, and looking for the next challenge. But it's not nursing. It's not that thing that I have experience in. But I do have some things from my nursing career that I can use to help other people and to help those people around me that may be struggling with certain things. So, one thing I have here is gratitude. Remember, if you start in gratitude, especially if you start your day that way, it will cause the negatives to just fall off and fall away. And when you feel them coming back, the other thing I have is that you can use positive affirmations. Speak positively to yourself. Think about the good things that you have, that you love about yourself, and just, kick that negative stuff in the butt and just say, okay, I'm sorry, not dealing with you, not dealing with you today and tomorrow either. But, today will, this is where we are. So not today, go somewhere else. And then the other thing is, think about why you should compare yourself with anybody. You're a unique individual. I'm a unique individual. We all are. And we all have different things, different things that help, different things that make us, the person that we are, and that kind of thing. So when you start thinking about why compare yourself, think about the negativity that it brings, that the upset and frustration that it causes, and those types of things. And then just, as you're looking at that, then like, no, I don't want to feel like that. So why would I compare myself to someone else that I truly don't know what their background is? I truly don't know what it is that they have. And it doesn't matter if we're as fast as someone else. We have to go our own way, walk our own path, run our own race, and go at our own pace. So basically, that is all that I have for today. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that as I was talking about this, that you were able to think about it and be able to start to, yeah, think about, yeah, I do understand now that I am, I'm an individual. I'm different. I'm authentic. I'm a person of one, and be able to use that to boost yourself up and not looking at others' success or knowledge base, or, not even knowing where they're coming from and comparing yourself. And every now and then I do have to I put my blinders on and I focus on what it is that I'm doing. When I need help, I reach out for it. you know I go and I become very resourceful. I'm Google is my buddy. I go look at Google. I'll Google something like in the middle of when someone's talking to me and they're asking about something. I'll just, as I'm talking to them, and I'm saying, I've heard that before, but let me check it out. And I'm just in there Googling already. It's just, that's the way I do it now. You know, that's my search engine of choice, but there are others out there as well. So basically, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you got some value. And if you have any questions or anything, you can always direct message me if I can further explain something for you. But I also have a free training. It's called why am I having a brain fart now? Okay, so anyway, I it's called the top two anti-salesy posts. It's not training, but it's the top two anti-salesy posts that actually attract people to you instead of chasing them away. So I will put that information on the video when it's downloaded in the comment section, and you can check it out. So basically, that is it. I go live again tomorrow, and then not again until till Tuesday of next week. I usually go live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I usually do it around noon. So I'm going to go on and get out of here. I hope you have a great and restful and productive, restful and productive. You can do it though, believe me. Hope you have a great day and whatever it is for you, wherever you are, no matter what time it is. So take care, talk soon, and I will have that information on the video for you when it's downloaded. Bye now.